And on the debate tonight, the simple question is this, that, and viewers, you may note this, that the same people, the very same people who always try to play down Pakistan's involvement are, for some surprising reason, also trying to play down what has happened in Pakistan with Syed Salahuddin teaming up with Hafiz Saeed, teaming up with the Jamaat-e-Islami to come together and drop all pretense, as Saurabh Shukla, G.D. Bakshi, Sushil Pandit and Nalin Kohli may have seen. Drop absolutely all pretense of what is happening in Kashmir being a homegrown movement, and have come out openly, not just in support, but also to admit Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam, also to admit Navaid Hamid of the All India Muslim Majlis-e-Mushawarat and Shabnam Lone of the Supreme Court. What Pakistan has done, Shabnam Lone, is openly admit that we are organizing it, we are managing it, we are funding the protests, we are financing it, we are logistically organizing it, we have our terrorist groups leading it. The terrorist groups themselves have dropped all pretense, Shabnam Lone. So I don't know why Pakistan's apologists in India are not dropping the pretense. Because when Ayman al-Zawahiri warned of attacks on the part of the Al-Qaeda in Kashmir and other parts of India, we didn't describe that as a homegrown problem. So when Hafiz Saeed of the Lashkar-e-Toiba, Syed Salahuddin, and this question is to you, Shabnam Lone, of the Hizbul Mujahideen and the Jamaat-e-Islami get together in a huge rally, march to the Wagah border and say in every street, every city, every jungle, Indian forces will have to face a terrorist in a brazen attempt at incitement, Shabnam Lone. And if I may add to that, when they admit that our boys are going to be leading those protests and not just speaking in the future tense, saying our boys, which is our Lashkar-e-Toiba men, are leading the protests now, why are some people still in denial and saying it's a homegrown problem? Obviously, it's not. The debate is open. That question is put to Shabnam Lone. Feel free to comment at any point of time. The hashtag is Open Park Terror Push. Shabnam Lone, please.
Well, Arnab, before I answer your question, I need your permission to put across 2 or 3 points, since Newshour is your empire. I need to seek permission. I don't want to trespass.
No, but maybe, you don't want to answer the question.
I will say.
You don't want to answer the question about the. No, my question is.
Yes, I will.
The question. I asked you 3 questions by name.
I seek your permission.
You don't want to answer the question.
Your permission.
No, you can. No, you can make an introductory comment.
Definitely.
I asked you a question. We're using your name, but I don't know why you're not answering it. I don't know why. I can't fathom why.
Okay. Now I'll answer it then. Permission denied, I'll answer your question. Okay. See, Arnab, from the rapacious jaws of time, the Kashmir conflict snakes in. And how does it snake in? When we lit the embers of the conflict. And let me tell you, bullets and pellets are not the answer. Now, with regard to the fact, I did hear Hafiz Saeed's, may I say that he was ranting, and he was ranting up to a particular cause.
He wasn't ranting, he was revealing.
He knows what...
No, he wasn't ranting, he was revealing the truth. How come when he says that I am leading, and when you saw him on tape, when he said that the Lashkar-e-Toiba man was leading the protest, he wasn't ranting, he was revealing, he was claiming. He was showing off. You want to play that down as ranting because you know that if that is the truth. No, 1 second. Shabnam, 1 second. Shabnam, by the way, the simple question is, Hafiz Saeed was revealing the facts and you're somewhere uncomfortable, Shabnam Lone, with the fact that this homegrown terror theory
Why should I be uncomfortable?
Because
okay, Arnab, just one point.
Yes.
You know, I'm waiting for the day. I am waiting. You see, Hafiz Saeed is not only involved in the Kashmir scenario. Hafiz Saeed is wanted in the Mumbai attacks. I'm really waiting for the day, instead of talking
so you do admit.
The day when Arnab says, Shabnam Lone, we got him. I'm waiting for that day.
Listen, listen, that's not my duty. My point is, since you mentioned 2611, and my limited assertion to you, Shabnam, is, please do not take this. You see, what's happening is the counter narrative on the reality of what's happening in Kashmir is being presented for the first time. And I must say, we have every right to present it. So if you talk about 2611 and let the debate open up, when Ajmal Kasab and David Headley admitted their involvement in 2611, did you say it's a homegrown problem? There was argument at that point of time presented also that when 2611 happened, in the strategizing and planning of 2611, there were some people in India who were supporting it. Did you say it's a homegrown problem? When ISIS took responsibility for the Paris and Brussels attacks, and there was talk about some people in Paris and Brussels being part of that conspiracy, did you say it's a homegrown problem? When Osama bin Laden took full responsibility for the 9/11 attacks, days after...
I'm here as a very responsible...
No, you realize my point.
And
you realize my point.
Believe me, I'm speaking from my heart.
No, watch it.
I'm not... We are heartbroken in Kashmir.
No, you must understand.
Our children... As small as 5 years old.
So ask Hafiz Saeed.
They've been hit with...
So then why are you defending...
I'm not here to play politics.
No, but you see,
Arnab,
Shabnam, understand, why don't you acknowledge... Okay, should I open up the debate now? Should I open up the debate?
You can play a great role.
No,
Arnab, you can play a great role.
It is, I am a...
For once,
listen,
let
Shabnam.
us talk about those people injured by those...
Shabnam, when a rally attended by 8,000 people, organized, financed by the Lashkar-e-Toiba and the Hizbul Mujahideen, comes 8 kilometers from our border. When they say we are funding it, when they say we are financing it, when they say organizing it, I don't know why you are refusing to admit, or for that matter, why Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam will refuse to admit that the problem is entirely or largely from Pakistan. Why do you take it personally? The debate is open. Any of our other panelists, feel free to come in. Okay, it's not between you and me.
Arnab ji, is it for the first time that they have done it? I have got all the material. I'll put it before you.
I want to come in.
Okay, Saurabh Shukla, and the debate is open. Debate is open.
Arnab, the fact that Hafiz Saeed and is allowed to come so close to the Wagah border, it points to yet another reinforcement of the fact that he's a state guest in Pakistan. That all that is happening is with tacit consent of the Pakistani government and the military there. And certainly there is a linkage to, Shabnam was talking about 2611. 2611 clearly had a Pakistan hand. And whatever is happening in Kashmir, you cannot dissect and say that one thing had a Pakistani connection and the other thing is homegrown. It is entirely connected to Pakistan fomenting trouble there. As I maintained earlier, that Kashmiri young people want to be with India, want to be part of Indian mainstream. They want to enjoy the benefits that any other Indian does, any young person does in India. But Pakistan continuously, by fomenting terror, by making sure that they turn a terrorist funeral into a fishing territory for them, they are vitiating waters. So whoever is apologist for that, I would want everybody who's a nationalist, who's concerned about Kashmiri people, they should condemn.
I don't know why is they I am intrigued. I am intrigued. I am intrigued, Saurabh. I am more than intrigued. Why some people who lionize a terrorist called Burhan Wani want to downplay what happened near Wagah over the weekend. I wonder why. Because essentially, and you will agree with me, Navaid Hamid and GD Bakshi wants to come in. By the way, it's an open debate. I'm not particularly taking turns, so feel free to come in any point of time, including Nalin Kohli, Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam, GD Bakshi, Sushil Pandit. Feel free to come in any point of time. Essentially, you are downplaying what happened in Wagah, the role of Hafiz Saeed Syed Salahuddin and the Jamaat-e-Islami, because these people are saying, we will hoist the Pakistani flag in Kashmir. And I want to know from Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam whether he agrees with such a statement. When these people say, we will hoist the Pakistani flag in Kashmir, I want him to tell me whether that he feels that too is a homegrown problem. GD Bakshi, I'll come to you. But let Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam reply to me, please.
Mr. Arnab Goswami, do you hear me?
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Okay. Let me begin by paying my tribute to Burhan Wani
listen.
and 70 others who were martyred.
No. Here you see, I will not. No. 1 second. Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam. Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam. Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam. You don't have to say things to provoke. I can tell you. I can. No. 1 second. I will not allow you. Nalin Kohli is on the debate.
Any innocent person is not somebody who can be lionized. Next, he's going to say that I'm going to say that we should pay tribute to Osama bin Laden. Another time, he's going to say that we should pay tribute to somebody else. A terrorist is a terrorist. It doesn't matter those who want to participate in democracy and get the aspirations, each one of them is welcome. Those who give up their weapons, they are welcome. But all these tributes of terrorists and all, please not on any show.
You see, the problem is
when women were being raped in 1948 and 47, when the Pakistani armies came in the so-called tribals, where were all these people who are talking of tributes today? Did they not want the Indian army to go in then at that time and then save them? When all of these things go wrong for them, then at that time they say we want the Indian army. The Indian army is not there to take bullets for the sake of taking bullets. They lay down their lives because they care for the Kashmiri people. They care for them as in the floods. They care for them whenever a problem comes in Jammu and Kashmir. This is not about the Indian army or anything like that, and stop paying tributes to any terrorists.
The Indian state also Nalin Kohli, as far as Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam is concerned, as far as Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam is concerned, he is also a Pakistan apologist.
Indian people.
He is a Pakistan apologist. Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam. Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam takes security.
The people in POK also hate Pakistan, and you can see what's happening there.
So
nobody wants to become a part of a terrorist state, as Pakistan is increasingly becoming.
The question is, and this question goes to Navaid Hamid.
It is easy to sit in a democracy and constantly criticize it.
Yes. So the question is, Navaid Hamid, President of the All India Muslim Majlis-e-Mushawarat, I'm coming to you, and Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam, just a quick reminder to you that as of this minute, as of this second, you are taking security funded by the Indian taxpayer. Never forget that. Okay?
I know.
Never forget that. So at least have a sense of loyalty.
They have killed.
Don't. I had to expose you today because of your duplicity, because of your hypocrisy, because of your opportunism. Does that not reveal something? Now you know something. You know something. You have no. I will not. You are beholden to the Pakistanis in some way. And I will not allow this channel to become an instrument for your venom. So I'll cut you off for a while. When you behave yourself, I'll bring you back. Neither for your venom nor for your political aspirations. You say you are a mufti, you have political aspirations.
Those who don't feel safe in India.
I don't know why you are so loyal to Pakistan. The question goes to Navaid Hamid.
Okay, please. I will not be part of your debate.
You don't have the guts to answer my question, so you're walking out. Like a typical opportunist.
Please let him go. We are not going to be
anyway, let me tell you one thing. Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam. Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam, calm down. Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam, calm down. If it was a choice between having you on the show and letting you use the newshour for your vituperative venom, I would be much happier, Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam, asking you. I would be much happier, Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam, telling you that if you are on the newshour, you must behave yourself and show the least amount of loyalty that someone who takes security from the Indian taxpayer should show. Or if you don't want to show that, I have no problems if you walk out of the program. I have no problems if you walk out of the program. It doesn't matter to me. I'm happy to ask you to leave the program, Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam. Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam, you are obviously beholden to the Pakistanis. You can continue your act. I think you've revealed yourself. And the fact is, Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam, don't you wag your finger at me, Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam. I have decently debated with you for the last 10 minutes. But the fact of the matter is that there has been a terror group called the Lashkar-e-Toiba and the Hizbul Mujahideen, which carried out a march with the Jamaat-e-Islami. You, for the opportunist that you are, cannot speak a word against the Lashkar-e-Toiba. You are scared of them, or you are in league with them. There are only two options. So drink that glass of water, behave yourself, and if you won't, I'm happy if you leave my program. Now the question goes to Navaid Hamid. Calm down, I'm telling you, just calm down now. Calm down, I'm not going to waste my time on you. Can I have Navaid Hamid on the right-hand side, please? Look at Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam, unable to control his real loyalties. Absolutely unable to control. Has to show his loyalty to Pakistan at every single opportunity. I am so glad, television being a transparent medium, viewers, let this medium expose the real loyalties of these people one by one. All I ask Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam, and he's getting hassled, there he is. He's getting hassled here today because he knows that there was a rally organized by Hafiz Saeed in response to Asiya Indrabi's call for unrest. I can have him on the screen. And Gilani's representative attended this rally and marched towards Wagah. Viewers, I'm asking you one question. There are people, there are people, Nalin, just 1 second. There are people in India, like Gilani, who live in India, take security from the Indian taxpayer, send their representative in Pakistan to walk towards the Indian border to threaten our sovereignty, and we are supposed to take this lying down, GD Bakshi. We are supposed to sit here and listen to these elements and these groups and be very composed while dealing with them. What's our fault today, GD Bakshi? That one by one with facts we are asking these individuals. They are embarrassed. Viewers, you watch for yourself today how many people, and I'm not just speaking of people in the media, I'm talking of people everywhere, have revealed what has happened by the Lashkar-e-Toiba, Syed Salahuddin, as well as the Jamaat-e-Islami coming together, openly declaring their intent to put the Pakistani flag in Srinagar. If that story is not being put out here, I think you're not presenting the full picture. You have a right to put one side of the truth, but I have a right to put the other side as well. Sushil Pandit, let me draw you into the debate with Navaid Hamid. Sir. Navaid Hamid, one cannot be hell-bent anymore, in my view, to implicate India for all problems in Kashmir. It is only indicative of the extent to which people want to exonerate Pakistan. Do you agree with me? Navaid Hamid.
Arnab, the problem is that we need to understand the real problem of Kashmir. You know, Burhan Wani was a militant of
terrorist.
Hizbul Mujahideen. There is no
terrorist. Use the word terrorist. We use the word terrorist. He was a terrorist.
Okay.
Let's use the word right, correct phraseology, sir. Yeah, terrorist. Thank you.
He was a terrorist. Okay, he was a terrorist. I accept that. But he was associated with Hizbul Mujahideen. Everybody knows that. But why for 3 years he was allowed to post on Facebook? That is a $1 million question. And why? Deputy Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, Nirmal Singh, had categorically said that, I quote, had we known, we have taken more precautions.
Mr. Hamid,
security forces would have given a fair chance to Wani.
Mr. Hamid, I have read your petition. I have read your petition. May I be allowed, right? All the viewers watching Newshour this moment, can I ask you a few questions? And viewers, feel free to come in. But Sushil Pandit, Sushil Pandit, because Mr. Hamid, Mr. Hamid,
there should be a free discussion.
Mr. Hamid, see, what do I believe? I began the Newshour tonight by saying that in this country for decades you've had one narrative on Kashmir, which is for some reason being peddled and pushed by a group of people who may be Pakistan apologists or whatever. I'm presenting the opposite side. I am not responding by ranting. I am responding factually. So my question to you, sir, is you have a 966-word petition which you have called the Citizen Statement on Kashmir. You've signed this petition. Is it correct that you have signed this petition? Are you a signatory to the petition called the Citizen Statement on Kashmir?
I'm proud to be a signatory of that statement.
Right. Can I ask you a couple of questions on the petition? Are you do you lean towards the, protecting Pakistan? Right, and putting the onus more on India.
Had we said anything about?
No, don't get worked up. Don't get worked up. Don't get worked up because I analyzed your petition, sir. I analyzed your petition and I have a few observations. You see, sir, when someone writes, the printed word reveals a lot. In your 966-word petition, the word Pakistan features just once. Is this true? No, what do you mean what? Yes or no? Answer me.
I have that petition with me.
I do as well, sir. Yeah, I have the details of your petition with me, sir. I'm asking you a question, and please do not take this as an inquisition. As I said, I believe in responding with facts, cold facts. I don't believe in rants. I'm asking you, in your 966-word petition, not only is the word Pakistan featuring just once, but the reference to Pakistan is made not to admonish Pakistan for its proxy war, but in the context of Vajpayee holding out a hand of friendship when he was Prime Minister. Is this correct or not, sir? Am I factually correct or incorrect? No, am I factually... Sir, please answer me, sir. Please do.
Let me respond to you.
Yeah.
Let me respond. Just see the third paragraph and the second line of the third paragraph. We have categorically mentioned Hizbul Mujahideen.
And who is Hizbul Mujahideen? Sir, can I ask you, Sushil Pandit, one second. In your 966-word petition, there is absolutely no reference to the word which I guided you towards in the beginning of the program. The word is terrorism or terrorist. Why do you pull back from the use of the most obvious word?
I joined your program just around three minutes back. Your OB van was late. I joined around...
Sir, don't make it... Sir, listen, I read your petition. As I said, the time has come. You see, Mr. Navaid Hamid, people are watching this discussion. I began the Newshour today by saying we had a one-sided narrative on Pakistan and Kashmir and Pakistan's role in Kashmir. I'm presenting the other side, not with rants, but with cold facts. And I would like to tell you, sir, as I told your co-signatory Mihira Sood last week, that forget any mention of Hafiz Saeed or Syed Salahuddin. Forget any mention of Pakistan's direct support to terror outfits. Forget any mention of terrorist Burhan Wani's own crimes, which include the killing of sarpanches and recruitment of terrorists. There is instead a rationalization of why Burhan Wani became a terrorist. That accounts for 94 out of 966 words. Almost 10% of your petition is a rationalization of a terrorist called Burhan Wani. Is this an accident, sir? I'm not asking you, I'm asking the people of India will ask you the same question, sir. You understand? Please answer me, sir. It's my facts versus yours.
I'm understanding.
Thank you.
The gist of your, I'm understanding the gist of your, query.
No, the debate is opening up.
Please permit me to respond. We, as a concerned citizen of India, have given that statement in light of what the Supreme Court had said.
Sir!
And the Supreme Court had said...
One second.
That even when dealing with the enemy... the country's commitment to the rule of law remains steadfast.
I am only asking you, and remember, Mr. Javed Hamid. Okay, one second. I think others want to come in. Saurabh Shukla wants to come in. Sushil Pandit wants to come in. But I just want to make one point before Sushil Pandit comes in. Remember, sir, facts are facts. On the one side are rants, and on the other side are facts. You are looking startled that I saw your petition. In your 966-word petition, you accuse India of lethal force. You say nothing about the 41 security personnel killed in Jammu and Kashmir in 2015. You say nothing about the 2 Sikh policemen who were killed by protesting mobs in the latest crisis, the 3 policemen who went missing, the 70 semi-automatic weapons that have been stolen, the 35 assault rifles that have been stolen, and the 3,328 security personnel who have been injured.
This press release was about the current situation.
Sir, current situation includes the actions of the Hizbul Mujahideen, which include the forced exodus of the Kashmiri Pandits, the massacres perpetrators on the minorities in Kashmir. during the 90s and 2000s by the Hizbul Mujahideen. And in your 966-word petition, you end by saying...
release this statement,
sir,
in light of the current situation.
Sir, the current situation are separatists like the Hurriyat relevant parties to speak to? Is Syed Ali Shah Gilani a relevant party despite his representative sharing a stage with Syed Salahuddin in this rally in Pakistan? Yes. Is Asya Andrabi, who seek Hafiz Saeed's help in fomenting unrest and creating violence in Kashmir, a relevant part?
Please allow me to respond.
Sir,
please allow me.
My facts, sir.
If you have
Sushil Pandit is on the debate.
The book of
the debate is open once again.
The former Raw Chief.
The debate is open.
I wish to ask from the intelligence agencies.
The debate is open.
India.
Sushil Pandit, go ahead.
Mr. Majlis-e-Mushawarat, may I just make two simple points, Arnab. What has happened is, from the other side of Wagah border, one fact has come crystal clear. There are no divisions in Pakistan as we see them.
Well said, absolutely.
Hizbul Mujahideen is not different from Lashkar, is not different from Jaish-e-Mohammed. They are not different from garrison headquarters of Rawalpindi, and army, and these non-state actors are not different from civilian administration. Today, Pakistan state stands as one in front of Wagah border, waving in our face that they will hoist their flag in Kashmir. Let there be no mistaking this fact. This is
it is not new stand of theirs.
Number two,
it is not new stand of theirs. They have been,
Let me finish, sir.
They have been saying this
more
for
important,
years.
A bigger fact is on the our side of Wagah border.
Bakshi is on the debate.
There is a Pakistan on our side of Wagah border. And this strategic depth of Pakistan on the our side of Wagah border is always busy looking at the finger when finger points at the moon. These people obfuscate in the name of Constitution. They hide behind Supreme Court. They mouth inanities to absolve Pakistan, to help it go scot-free. They will not see the obvious. They will always point out some innocuous detail somewhere else to obfuscate. And it is this Pakistan on our side of Wagah border that we ought to be more worried about.
We are not linguistic.
Arnab, yes, you are.
India is not a rogue
Arnab,
state.
can
India
I say
rogue state, please.
Sir, one second.
Like
sir, don't simplify it. No, one second. Sushil Pandit. Sushil Pandit. GD Bakshi is on the debate. GD Bakshi, please. Go ahead. GD Bakshi, go on.
Arnab, Pakistan attacked India militarily 4 times to seize Kashmir. Today we see a dangerous escalation in which the Pakistani state is being led by the nose, not even by the military ISI complex, the deep state. It is the terrorists, internationally recognized terrorists like Hafiz Saeed, who are leading the charge. They have hijacked Pakistan's foreign policy, and they are now embarked on a serious escalation which could lead to the 5th India-Pakistan war. The pity, Arnab, is that our own people, a set of apologists, have paved the way. For the last 6 months, they have been demonizing the armed forces. For the last 6 months, they have been celebrating sedition on the campuses of JNU, Jadavpur and Hyderabad. War dances have been done claiming seeking azadi. And the leftist liberal press came to the rescue of Comrade Kanhaiya and sent a clear message to Jammu and Kashmir. Rise, we are with you. We will tie this Indian army hand and foot. We will take every recourse to the law, every recourse to the public opinion. Arnab, it is a disgrace. It is a disgrace that man starts the rant
if you go back
with a tribute to Arnab, to Burhan Wani. And some of our newspapers
like India to become a military state?
On the front page under banner headlines.
Please, stop this.
If this is not sedition, you are helping a country to launch the 5th war against us.
Mr. Hamid, I think you are. Mr. Hamid, one second. GD, 1 second. GD Bakshi, 1 minute.
Arnab,
1 minute.
If you have given so much time to these people, you need to give me some time to respond all
So
the
Nalin
allegations
Kohli hasn't
these
spoken
gentlemen
a
have
word
made.
so far. He hasn't spoken a word.
Because Mr. Goswami, I'll tell you why. I'm waiting just to listen to it. Some of the arguments put forth are amazing. You have to go back to the basics. This is the beauty and the strength of the democracy of India, that those who come sit here try to speak against those who protect them, the army. They don't speak against terrorism. And then in the world, when the ISIS and the threat of ISIS and all this axis of evil, which is the ISIS, the LET, the whatever, Jamaat-e-Ahmad, whatever you may call them, JUD or whatever, these organizations get together and they start maiming, killing innocent people. That is acceptable. So we are living in a funny world where all these apologists of terrorism feel that there is an excuse in finding and expect, no, terrorism may be good. The Pakistani policy of good terrorists, bad terrorists is exposed. But what about these people here, who will demonize anything that works against the terror network and will glorify the terrorist? But it's still the strength of Indian democracy that we tolerate them and don't resort to extrajudicial methods as anywhere else you would see. People in Pakistan get eliminated for wanting to study in school. Girls in Pakistan get killed just for wanting to go to school. Children get killed for wanting to go to school. Somebody wants to express their view, they get blown away. They are also Muslims. But that is not something bad. They will still say Pakistan is a great destination. Sitting in India, why don't they just simply take their passports in a free world and go to a country that they love so
come
much?
back to Kashmir.
Madam, come back to Kashmir is what? You mean to say that the people of Jammu and Kashmir and Leh and Ladakh and all those who live there, they've not suffered with this terrorism, yet there is an excuse to find that this terrorism is glorious? You mean to say that the terrorist who kills another person, that is okay? Ma'am, you are making an argument which is hollow.
Do not denigrate the Kashmir public opinion. Your arguments are hollow. You people are lying. This is a duplicitous
That's okay, ma'am. I'm used to dialogues coming my way, and that's okay. You are entitled to your point of view because that Constitution of India, which gives you the right to say that, gives me the same right. I don't agree with you. You don't need to agree with me, which is okay. But I will still say it unequivocally that terrorism is terrorism. Terrorism knows no humanity. Every religion speaks of humanity, but the terrorists know no religion. And you need to, me need to, each one of us has to demonize the terrorist. Because that terrorist maims, rapes, kills. Maims, rapes, kills, irrespective of anyone's religion or region. And you can't say that a terror mechanism that comes out of Pakistan is good because so-called an aspect of Jammu and Kashmir is related to it. A terror mechanism is terrorism. You may not be having the courage to say so. You may have your own compulsions for not wanting to say so. But I stand by where I am saying.
You are following a dangerous and divisive policy, sir. Come to the point.
Lone,
now let me make
divisive
one
policy,
point.
there are only two policies. Either there is a terrorist or there isn't a terrorist. There is no division, and I'm happy if you want to call this a divisive policy, so be it. A terrorist is a terrorist.
GD Bakshi.
A terrorist is a terrorist.
GD Bakshi is taking.
A terrorist can be from anywhere of the world.
What's only GD Bakshi? GD Bakshi and Shabnam Lone now, please. Only GD Bakshi and Shabnam Lone.
And I'm proud to say I'm on that division to say.
Arnab.
Nalin Kohli, 1 second, hold on.
Shabnam Lone is absolutely right. We should come back to Kashmir. Shabnam, please listen to me.
That's a different story.
Please listen to me. I'm agreeing with you.
They are a
yes, we should come back to Kashmir. And in Kashmir, please talk of what Burhan Wani did to those two Muslim sarpanches. Why did he kill their son? Why did he kill those two Kashmiri policemen? Please talk of Kashmir. Yes, Shabnam. Talk of Kashmir. Talk of what Burhan Wani did. Talk of why they have ruined the tourist season.
Yes, sir.
Why they have hurt the Kashmiris at the time when it hurts the most.
No, 1 second.
At the tourist season.
May I, GD Bakshi, may I 1 second. GD Bakshi. GD. No. So Shabnam Lone, I'm coming in now. I need to moderate this. 1 second. GD Bakshi, calm down. And Shabnam Lone just pull back for 3 seconds. I'm just pull back for a while. Shabnam Lone, today I just want a little bit of open introspection. There is a problem in Kashmir. No one's in denial of it. You're reiterating the fact that there's a problem in Kashmir will not take away the problem of Kashmir. There is a problem in Kashmir. I acknowledge it, you acknowledge it, General Bakshi acknowledges it, Nalin Kohli acknowledges it. The question simply is, please don't put blinkers on. Don't fool yourself any longer, Shabnam Lone. One sec, Nalin Kohli.
Boy or girl deserves the same opportunity as anybody else in the rest of the country.
No, one sec. Just a minute. Just a minute.
Can I make a point?
Nalin Kohli one. Now let me complete. Let me complete my point.
No. Flag the answer.
GD Bakshi, 1 minute. GD Bakshi, 1 minute. My question is, since people like Navaid Hamid want India to introspect, since people like Navaid Hamid say the onus is on India to solve the Kashmir problem, and since they claim that it is India, always the blame put by this group is that India is the problem, not Pakistan.
I did not said that.
Yeah, no, well, I have seen your petition. You have seen you want me to question you more on the petition? Okay.
You're interpreting that petition in your own
Did you sign the petition?
I signed.
Then when I'm asking you on the petition, where's the interpretation? I'll tell you no interpretation. 113 words out of 966 words of your petition speculate over whether or not this could have been a fake encounter of Burhan Wani. This, by saying the circumstances surrounding his death have not yet been established. And 1 second, no, I will question you. I will question you. The people of India will question you. Mr. Navaid Hamid, Mr. Navaid Hamid, for too long a time, we have, Mr. Navaid Hamid, listen, there can't be one strain of thought anywhere, including in the media. For too long a time in this country, petitions like yours have been taken at face value and been treated to be the gospel truth. I choose to question it. 113 out of 966 words of your petition speculate about whether it was a fake encounter of Burhan Wani, saying the circumstances surrounding his death could not have been established, and then invoking the argument against the Armed Forces Special Powers Act. Am I right?
Yes.
But when I ask you the next question, you'll have no reply. 1 second. No, 1 second. There is no reference. There is, show me a reference in your petition. Show me a single reference in your petition to Pakistan's proxy war that is fueling the protests in the first place and financing the likes of Burhan Wani. Show me one line. Show me one line, sir. Show me one line right here, right now in your petition. No, show me now tonight, sir. Sir, show me one line, sir. Show me one line in your petition. I'm asking you, sir. Show me one line.
Pakistani sponsored terrorists.
Sir, what did you say? You built a narrative for Burhan Wani. You want to change your line on the Newshour? I am questioning you. My question. Sir, the Lashkar-e-Toiba and the Hizbul Mujahideen, we dwell on the activities of the LAT and the Hizb to know they are Pakistan-backed terror outfits that are operating in Kashmir. The Jamaat-e-Islami was a part of the rally which happened over the weekend. It's the same Jamaat-e-Islami that was a creation of the ISI and had a significant role to play in fueling terrorism in Kashmir in the 1980s and thereafter. They were the ISI's creation. The ISI carried out 26/11. I just want to ask you, sir, how can you directly or indirectly support a group funded by the ISI which carried out 26/11? And please tell me, Mr. Hamid, please tell me, Mr. Hamid, no, you tell me today, am I wrong in asking these questions I'm asking the viewers tonight? Sir, please answer.
We have not,
as he mentioned in his petition, Arnab, that Burhan Wani was in touch with Hafiz Saeed on the phone.
We reminded the country what the Supreme Court had said.
Hafiz Saeed was the murderer who had 166 Indians killed. My dear sir, did you put in your petition the fact that Burhan Wani was in touch with Hafiz Saeed and Syed Salahuddin? Did you? Is that in your petition?
Answer the question. Mr. Hamid, answer.
There is no doubt in that.
He was an internationally recognized terrorist.
Please.
He was in touch with Hafiz Saeed. Have you put that down?
Please. Why the Deputy Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir had said.
Don't digress.
That had we known the.
Let's hear that.
About
Burhan
Wani.
Mr. Goswami, I'll make two comments.
Why?
Mr. Goswami, I will make two comments. One on this. The standard operating protocol is, if a terrorist is in an operation, lays down his arms, the Indian Army follows those high standards, does not gun them down. If a terrorist is there in an encounter, is firing using a weapon, the Indian Army or any armed force is expected to gun him down. Those who speak about the aspirations of any people, Kashmiri, Indians, anywhere, I'm saying all of it is those aspirations can be met democratically. Because the most powerful way of meeting that aspirations is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. But that Sabka Saath can't include the Saath of the terrorists. The terrorist has to be outside the democratic process. And if anyone wants the aspirations to go, it's not going to happen by bringing the terrorist in unless that terrorist gives up the arms, accepts the constitution and is coming into the mainstream in the true democratic process, which happens when you have peace accords and other things. Yeah, but it's not going to happen with the gun. Pakistan has no stake in Indian democracy. Pakistan is a failed state. Pakistan does not have a power center. And those who are part of Pakistan, including Pakistan-occupied South Kashmir, suffer the ills of the worst possible way of living in a country where no one is safe.
Can I come in?
No, Mr. Hamid, listen.
Arnab, I want to make a point here that these apologists will not change. They get a dole out of Pakistan. That's the reason why. They keep on having.
Please mind your language. Please mind your language.
We have to realize, sir. We all know it. What is the reason why you have a double standard when it comes to, Indian security forces dying every day? Our brave soldiers are dying, and terrorists who are sitting there, who are coming to the border, you continue to overlook them.
And if I may add,
let's cut
if the Indian security force does anything incorrect in law, no less than the highest courts of the land and the government takes action.
People like Hafiz,
because we are not a puppet state. We are a democracy run on a strong constitution, rule of law.
There are drones available, there are other means available. No point debating with these people who will continue to be apologists on behalf of Pakistan. There is a problem there. We all admit there is a problem in Kashmir. But certainly, if they stop preventing terrorism, problem will be sorted out.
Yes, what is it, Mr. Hamid?
Most of them act on the behest of the masters sitting in Rawalpindi in Islamabad. That's a problem.
What's your point,
Mr. Hamid? I think the Prime Minister of India has to use the executive decision to make sure
Mr.
that these terror masterminds who are coming close to the border
one second.
are taken care of once for all.
Saurabh, 1 second. Can I say one thing? Can I say one thing? I'm saying, I'm placing on record, I have never disagreed more with a panelist as I disagree with Navaid Hamid. I wouldn't say that Navaid Hamid is on someone's dole, etc., because I don't want to, make personal remarks. And Saurabh, therefore, I take that part aside. Mr. Hamid, let's move on the facts of the case, right? I don't want to get into personal accusations here. I'm on the facts. Mr. Hamid, you see, what we have seen, especially, and viewers of Newshour know this, over the last 1 week, A, are rants, B, unthought statements, and 3, unresearched comments. You appear to be a reasonable man, and I have questioned you on fact. Let me ask you today, are you not aware, is Shabnam Lone not aware that the Jamaat-e-Islami is the overground face of the Hizbul Mujahideen, which is its armed terror wing, which is responsible for the bloodshed in the Kashmir Valley? So you have both the overground and the terror forces come together in a rally a few miles from our border, seeking to create unrest in Kashmir. How on earth can we say anymore, Shabnam Lone, with any sense of conviction that this is a homegrown problem? Why don't you open your eyes? Why have you put blinkers on? Why don't you want to accept the reality? Why don't you see the threat to our sovereignty, to our map?
I think, Arnab, there is a need for all of us to introspect rather than blaming each other. Why don't we have some positive interactions?
With whom? The Jamaat-e-Islami? We have a positive interaction with the Lashkar, the Hizbul, the Jamaat-e-Islami? We don't talk to terrorists. Engagement with whom? Engagement with whom?
Why are you obsessed with them? It is they play politics.
Object to take on terrorists.
Come on. Blaming each other.
Come on. Okay.
Arnab, listen to me.
No, watch it. We can't. No, GD Bakshi is on the other side. The debate is open.
Listen to me.
No, let us just hear the point, please.
Okay, Nalin. No, listen to me. Your relentless pursuit of living those compelling human stories is not only Newshour's best asset, is the best asset of the viewer. Arnab, I'm saying Kashmir is a compelling human story.
Shabnam, please listen to me.
The way you live other compelling human stories. Please see through our eyes at times.
Oh, come on, Shabnam. Shabnam, address the issue at hand. Address the issue at hand. Address the issue at hand.
Kindly listen.
Address the issue. No, you haven't answered my question. You have not answered my question.
Shabnam, please listen.
You've not answered my question.
Look at
No, you've not answered my question.
Shabnam,
look at this record. Go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shabnam, can I please, can I request you to listen?
Yes, sir.
Shabnam, yes, there are problems.
Yes, sir.
What we are asking you is the solution Pakistan? Have you seen, for God's sake?
Let Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam answer that.
Have you seen?
Let him answer that. Let him answer that. Let the Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam answer that. Let him take a position tonight.
When
is the solution Pakistan?
Pakistani flag in Srinagar, are we with them or are we with us?
Sir, let me tell you one thing.
That is the problem of a section of our media.
1974. What did it entail, sir? It was thought that if you allow Sheikh Saab to come to power, with him will be buried the entire problem. Sir, did it get buried? No. This is a book, sir, I have in my hand. And 1958 is the date, sir. This is exactly what Sheikh Saab told Mr. Pathak at that time. He said, have you solved the issue, sir?
What is the answer, Pakistan?
The question is...
let's face the truth.
For people like Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam.
Is the answer Pakistan? Is the answer the Pakistani flag in Srinagar? Is that what a section of our media wants?
You need to have a cohesive policy, sir.
Is the answer the Pakistani flag in Srinagar?
Okay, one second. I heard that.
Neither the Muftis
Nalin Kohli. Nalin on the left. Nalin on the left.
We need to rethink.
May I just make a point? Shabnam ji.
The BJP spokesperson, may I make a comment, sir? Sir, we were in a function in Delhi. 2 months back, there was a book launch. And what did the spokesperson of the BJP in Srinagar say? That Lal Madhav, what did he say? He said within 2 months, every separatist will be carrying an Indian flag. I pointed out
and what's wrong with that?
No, I'm very worried.
No, what's wrong with that? No, what's wrong with saying that?
You are wrong.
No, what's wrong with saying that? I don't understand. Maybe you've not read the Indian Constitution. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Shabnam Lone. I'm sorry, Shabnam Lone. I don't see any reason why you should take objection to that comment. You should welcome it. You should welcome it. You should. No. Shabnam Lone, one second. No. Shabnam Lone, one second. No. Nalin Kohli, wait. I want Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam on the other side. Nalin, just wait. Let me ask one question. I have Nalin Kohli. Just wait a minute. Let me have Shabnam Lone on one side and Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam on the other. My question is, see, don't prevaricate. Shabnam, I'm telling you, don't prevaricate. Okay?
Yes.
The Jamaat-e-Islami Pakistan and in 1994 claimed it had collected hundreds of crores of rupees to support the terrorist cause in Kashmir, right? You have no business saying it's homegrown. Paisa bahar se aata hai. Why don't you ask Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam today?
That is one aspect.
No, 1 second. What one aspect? Yeah. What is one aspect now? Whenever I point a fact, you say one aspect. Listen to me, Shabnam. Listen to me. There is Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam. Listen to me. Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam बैठे हुए program पर. आप जरा 2 मिनट तसल्ली से मेरी बात सुनिए. जरा 30 सेकंड मेरी बात तसल्ली से सुनिए. तसल्ली से सुनिए मेरी बात. तसल्ली से सुनिए मेरी बात. आप just listen to me. Listen to me.
It is not
listen to me.
Why are you saying that
Shabnam,
something new?
Shabnam, listen. 1 second, just listen to me. Just wait a while. Shabnam, I'm saying, Shabnam, if you speak over me, you won't be able to hear. I'm just asking you. Please, Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam is on the other side. Why don't you ask Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam? Why, sitting in India, taking Indian security, does he abuse India and support Pakistan? Why don't you ask him? Maybe you can put it across to him in your own way. आप पूछिए ना उनको डायरेक्टली, वो सुन रहे हैं आपकी बात. आप क्या पूछेंगे मुफ्ती नसीरुल-इस्लाम को? आप लॉयर है सुप्रीम कोर्ट की, आप उनको क्या पूछेंगे? पूछिए. आप मुफ्ती नसीरुल-इस्लाम को पूछिए.
Let me put it like this.
पूछिए उनको. मुझे नहीं, उनको पूछिए.
मुझे क्या पूछना है मुफ्ती साहब से?
क्यों नहीं पूछते उनको?
नहीं, because I feel
नहीं, वो पाकिस्तान को सपोर्ट करते हैं।
आप महबूबा मुफ्ती से पूछिए ना।
नहीं, आप मुफ्ती महबूबा आप उनसे क्यों नहीं पूछते?
मंत्री से पूछिए।
नहीं, मगर ये
वगैह के नाम से जिसने इन लड़कों को सिखाया मिलिटेंसी क्या होती है। He is a cabinet minister. You go and catch him.
Shabnam, listen. Shabnam, listen.
Yes, Arnab, listen to me.
Shabnam, terrorists from Pakistan have terrorists from Pakistan are responsible for the killing even of your father. You ask him. You ask him.
They are in the cabinet, 4 cabinet ministers.
You ask
now
him. Why don't you ask him? Why don't you ask him? You want? There you are. Why don't you ask him? Do you believe in the Constitution of India? Do you believe in the Constitution? No, Shabnam Lone, raising your voice is not the answer. You've not read the Indian Constitution. And look, Shabnam, at how you quiver and how you shake and how worried you are when I ask you to take on a person who abuses your own country taking Indian security.
Arnab,
why don't you ask Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam a single question? Why don't you tell him? Why don't you tell him, since you're a lawyer? Since you are a lawyer, Shabnam Lone. Shabnam, since you are a lawyer.
Mufti Saeed was a pro-Pak CM for you. Why aren't you asking Mehbooba the same question now? Why are you quiet on that?
I am asking
you
Mehbooba.
You should have asked her.
The moment
why she thought that Burhan should not have been killed.
I think. Listen. Why are you not? But tell me one question. Tell me one thing. Let's settle this. I think what Mehbooba said is fundamentally wrong, and I disagree with it. But you tell me one thing. Why are you so shaky? Why are you? No. Shabnam, listen. Shabnam. Today, listen. Today, will you say one sec? Shabnam, listen. Shabnam, listen. Listen to me. Don't shout. When a man sitting in India, right, taking money from the Indian taxpayer, protected by the Indian taxpayer, getting all the financial advantages of being in India, sends his representative to go with a terrorist responsible for the killing of 167 people in Mumbai, to march towards the Indian border from the other side. Just want to know from you, out of matter of curiosity, why are people like you quiet on it? You know the Indian Constitution. Why are you quiet on it? Yeah.
Why don't you do one thing? You see, like the Navy SEALs, you have a group here, ask them to go and the way America went to Pakistan.
No, you're not answering my question.
Osama bin Laden. Why don't
you're not answering my question.
Group like the Navy
You're not answering my question. Nalin Kohli is back on the debate. Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam wanted to come in, but he didn't get a question. What?
Why don't you have that?
Shabnam ji, I'd like to say something, please. Shabnam ji, I'd like to say something, please. I have 2-3 points to make. You see, I think we need to appreciate it. When everyone says there's a problem in Jammu and Kashmir, of course there is. But you must also understand that from an Indian complete perspective, which includes the state of Jammu and Kashmir, when a young person in Jammu and Kashmir, boy, girl, child, adult, whatever, takes a bullet or gets a pellet, it bleeds also the Indians at the end of it. Nobody wants to see Jammu and Kashmir like that. The point is that everyone wants the same aspirations for every Indian. Every Indian has an aspiration of better life, and that does not exclude anybody in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. But the line is very simple. Either you are on the democratic side or you are on the side of the terrorist. Now, I'm not saying you are. What I'm trying to say is those who glorify terrorism, those who cross the line and go towards terrorism, either they have to walk back to the line of democracy, or if they are caught in an encounter and eliminated, that is what they deserve. Pakistan is not that solution. It's a failed state. The point is that Pakistan is today a problem even in the international realm with regard to terrorism. By trying to be defensive on that, no solution is found. Remember, let's understand that 67% people of Jammu and Kashmir, which includes every part of the state, voted for a government. There is a government there. But nobody wants that government to succeed.
Just a minute, Nalin.
Everyone is strengthening the hands of the separatists, those who don't participate in democracy, those who support terrorism, and you say we want a better Jammu and Kashmir. You can't have it both ways.
We had some visuals coming in.
If Ram Madhavji said he wants to see everyone holding the Indian flag, it only means he wants to see that flag, which means the aspirations of every Indian as per the Constitution of a life without fear, a life under rule of law, a life of meeting those aspirations with development and peace and harmony.
One sec. I don't know why you should listen, Shabnam. Listen, Shabnam, in your family, people have been killed by Pakistani terrorists and Pakistan-backed terrorists. So I don't think you should be...
Not family, my father has
Yeah, your
been killed.
father. I'm saying your father was killed. Your father was killed. Exactly. So Shabnam, your father was killed by Pakistan. No, your father was killed. Your father was killed by... Your father was killed by Pakistan terrorists.
India, give me justice for him. Catch his killers. What did you do? His case is lying somewhere in the dustbin of history. Not a single... I'm unfortunately a lawyer.
So when the same people...
What did you people do?
So when the same people...
I got no justice.
Shabnam, listen.
I got no justice.
Asking you a simple question. Shabnam, listen to me. Did Pakistan-backed terrorists kill your father? Yeah, they killed your father. Pakistan terrorists, they killed your father. And today in Pakistan...
Now listen... Yes,
today in Pakistan, allow me to complete, please.
It was, listen to me.
Allow me to complete. Allow me to complete. That was not homegrown people who killed your father.
Personally, you have raised up. Now
yes. No. 1 second. Allow me. I'll let you answer, but you let me ask my question. Let me ask my question, please. Yes. Please let us be clear. The people who killed your father were not homegrown boys. They were Pakistani terrorists. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Pakistan backed and financed terrorists, right or wrong?
Now, should I leave the debate? There has to be an inquiry, no?
My God,
was there an inquiry ever held in that case?
You have any doubt on that?
I am an unfortunate person. I'm a lawyer. There was
well,
not
I'm surprised.
Single person
well, I mean, with respect, you have a right to your views.
By the police. Now, both your Umar Abdullahs and your Mehbooba Mufti, they are sitting.
I don't know.
Enjoying New Delhi's hospitality.
Shabnam,
they have not given justice to anyone.
Shabnam, listen. I don't speak for Mehbooba or Omar.
It is better for
1 second, please. 1 second. The question is, you are trying to find a way out of your question. But today we saw some pictures. Today we saw some pictures.
No, today if it is Mehbooba Mufti or before that it was Omar Abdullah, they are people who didn't pick up the gun. They are people who stood for elections. They are the ones who were elected by the people of the state of Jammu and Kashmir. They weren't elected by voters.
Okay, 1 second. Shabnam, listen. I want to run those pictures full frame for a while. The pictures out there with the poster. The pictures out there with a poster, and which is put, "We hate India." See that. Today, the same people who are apologists. 1 second. Just a minute. Now, Shabnam, please don't speak over me. Don't speak over me. I'm saying something, please. The same people. The same people responsible for the killing of your father. The same people who are blooding the Kashmir Valley, the same people who are calling Asya Andrabi, the same people who are saying we're going to march to the Indian border, the same people who say we will put the Pakistani flag in the Kashmir Valley, and you can think for yourself of the consequences, Shabnam Lone. The day Pakistan ever gets close to that design and put up a poster saying we hate India, I can think of no better time than now for the Pakistan apologists to drop their pretense and come clean with the facts that their position has been flawed. Admit that Pakistan is fundamentally responsible for the problem in Kashmir. Don't camouflage it. Look at the problems India has made. Look at the mistakes India has made. But don't brush aside the role of Pakistan in fomenting the trouble in Kashmir. Let us accept it. Let us acknowledge it. Let us not brush it aside. And let us, 1 second. And remember here today, Shabnam Lone, that there is a person called Gilani who's on the payrolls of Pakistan. This man sits in India and sends a representative in Pakistan to march against the country he resides in. Can there be a greater treachery than that? But you won't even take a position on that, Shabnam. And people like Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam will openly support terrorists. If I ask Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam what he thinks of the Lashkar-e-Toiba, he doesn't have the guts. He doesn't have the guts to say, 1 second, the Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam does not have the courage to say that the Lashkar-e-Toiba is a terrorist organization.
The education minister thanked Mr. Gilani in public that he has been a source of strength and education in the valley.
Goswami.
Kindly ask why he
said nothing to do with Pakistan.
I would like to state,
what is it, Mufti?
as a military veteran, please listen to an old soldier. No, excuse me. Arnab, I would like to state as a military veteran, we have fought 4 wars with Pakistan over the issue of Kashmir, and every time the whole country was with us. Here is Pakistan threatening to fly the Pakistani flag in Srinagar, and there are people who will still support Pakistan. What has changed in this country, Arnab? For God's sake, members of our intelligentsia, members of our media, can they now not see the writing on the wall? It is heading for a conflict, and you want to side with Pakistan, the same people who used to offer free cups of tea.
We are fighting
anyway, Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam, I will not give you any more time. I will know 1 second. The debate is over. The debate is over. The only question I'd like to ask, and the last question is to Navaid Hamid. My last question is to Navaid Hamid. Navaid Hamid. Please tell me here. And the sincere question to you. अरे मुफ्ती, be quiet please. अरे वो कागज से पढ़ के क्या बोल रहे हैं आप? दिल को पूछिए, आप सिक्योरिटी इंडियन स्टेट से लेते हैं और इधर लेक्चर देते हैं टेलीविजन पर. आपको शर्म आनी चाहिए. इंडियन टैक्स पेयर के पैसों पर सिक्योरिटी लेते हैं और पाकिस्तान को सपोर्ट करते हैं. आपके कोई वसूल है कि नहीं? डू यू हैव एनी वैल्यूज? एनी आइडियोलॉजी? आप कैसे इंसान हैं? आप इधर से हमसे सिक्योरिटी लेते हैं और पाकिस्तान को सपोर्ट करते हैं. आप जाइए ना पाकिस्तान ऑक्युपाइड कश्मीर, आपको पता चलेगा कि कश्मीरियों के साथ कैसी बदसलूकी होती है. अच्छा रुकिए 1 मिनट, मैं नावेद हमीद से पूछ रहा हूँ. ना ओनली नावेद हमीद ऑन द स्क्रीन प्लीज. नावेद हमीद. अरे एहसान नहीं कर रहे हैं, ले रहे हैं तो थोड़ी लॉयल्टी दिखाइए मुफ्ती. समझे ना मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ? सिक्योरिटी ले रहे हैं, इस देश के तरफ थोड़ी लॉयल्टी दिखाइए. इधर बैठ के पाकिस्तान को मत सपोर्ट करते रहिए. एक्सपोज तो आपको करना पड़ेगा. अच्छा मुफ्ती में आप चिल्लाइए मत.
1-on-1 you can.
अरे भाई रिलैक्स. 1-on-1 क्या? आप जैसे 10 लोग भी. 1 मिनट. ओके, व्हाट आर यू सेइंग? आप चिल्लाइए मत. आई डोंट टॉक टू पीपल हु शाउट लाइक दिस. अरे छोड़िए. अच्छा नाउ माय लास्ट क्वेश्चन इज Navaid Hamid. Saurabh Shukla wants to come in. Saurabh Shukla has to come in. 1 second. Navaid Hamid.
Pakistan.
Navaid Hamid.
How many papers has he written against Pakistan and Pakistan occupied Kashmir?
Yeah.
What is happening in Balochistan? What is happening in POK? Has he written these big papers on that? Has he criticized them? Please ask him.
Okay, Navaid Hamid.
If he is so concerned about
Sushil Pandit,
he's concerned about homegrown terrorism.
No,
has he questioned
just one quick point.
What's happening in POK?
Navaid
What's
Hamid.
happening in Balochistan?
Yeah,
people are getting killed.
Yeah, Navaid Hamid.
Please answer that.
Navaid Hamid, can you also put out a petition, unless you are totally one-sided? Because a lot of people are also calling us and saying, not if you ask these questions, why don't you ask Navaid Hamid? Will you put out a petition about the Indian security personnel who are killed? Will you put out a petition on the policemen killed, the actions of the Hizbul Mujahideen? More simply put, why don't you put out a petition saying that terrorist groups like the Hizbul Mujahideen and the Lashkar-e-Toiba and the Jamaat-e-Islami, right, what they did over the weekend is unacceptable. Will you put out a petition and get signatures from the same people, or is that a big crime in our country? Because you put out a petition. I saw this. And look at the dangerous language you use. Burhan Wani's life story should be a warning for the Indian Army. I mean, look at this. Look at the language. One second. Burhan Wani, 16, was embittered and radicalized, etc., because of the humiliations, etc., of the Indian state. Will you put out a counter? Will you put out 3 or 4 points? Will you refer to Burhan Wani as a terrorist? Question 1. Will you? Will you refer to Burhan Wani as a terrorist? Okay, one. Second question. Second question. Just one yes or no answers. My second question, will you put out a petition talking about all the people Burhan Wani killed, the sarpanchs he killed, the brutality that he showed as a terrorist? Will you put out one on that? No, why? No. Will you or will you not, sir?
Hesitation in putting that. I have no
hesitation. Will you? When will you put it? When will you get it signed? No. One second. Just a minute. Listen. Will you put out a? Will you put? Will you?
The issue, Arnab?
Yeah, that's the only issue. Will you put
Arnab, out? Is that the issue?
For him, that's the only issue.
No, the point.
Why are you one-sided in the way you look at things?
I mean, is Facebook the issue? I mean, get real,
Definitely
Mr. Hamid.
Facebook is issue. Because if he was a
Facebook
terrorist,
issue.
and yes, he was a terrorist, why
Yes, of
he
course,
was allowed to operate?
Listen, Facebook used to take down his post, and rightly so. If Facebook is doing something from the point of view of internal security, Facebook is doing the right thing. That's what they should be doing. Okay? It's not a responsibility. Tomorrow Osama bin Laden comes on Facebook. It's not the responsibility of the American state to give him support. My question to you is, sir, you cannot be, with respect to you, you cannot any longer be so one-sided and then look very hurt if we are asking you questions. Right? Why don't you question Asya Andrabi? Why don't you put a petition on her? Who calls Hafiz Saeed, the killer of 2611? No, Mr. Hamid. Mr. Hamid.
Leaders.
Mr. Hamid.
And since 2003,
Mr.
when we organized first ever Muslim National Convention on Jammu and Kashmir,
Mr. Hamid, listen to
we
me.
said, yes, peace is the path. Peace is the path.
So
Pakistan is not the solution.
No, one second. Peace is the path. And can I ask you, what is Pakistan preaching? Peace. Is Pakistan preaching peace?
We are not supporting Pakistan.
No, one second.
We have been categorically
but tell me what in your entire statement. No, Mr. Hamid, listen. In your entire statement, you haven't taken on Pakistan even once. Why? I'm just asking you. I'm curious. Viewers are curious. Why? Why?
Arnab, let me respond to you. You have a very valid question.
I only ask valid questions, but the problem is that you're not giving me valid replies. Viewers are seeing, sir.
Listen calmly.
I am only listening very calmly.
When a joint statement,
one second. Mr. Hamid, listen, Mr. Hamid, if I read your petition, you are constantly abusing and questioning and challenging and denigrating the Indian state and everything that is Indian. Right? I'm not making a gross generalization. I'm saying you read your petition, sir, after the program, and you read it calmly. You have wasted no chance to constantly denigrate, abuse and take on the Indian state. I'm asking you, why not one strong word against Pakistan? Problem क्या है? या तो आप समझते हैं पाकिस्तान
के बारे में अर्नब
क्यों नहीं करते?
पाकिस्तान के बारे में हमने कहा है।
कहा है? मुझे एक लाइन तो दिखाइए ना भाई साहब। मैं बैठा हुआ हूँ इधर, मैं तब से एक सुनिए।
Not separated from Pakistan.
Sir, listen to me. I am asking you, please show me one line against Pakistan, and it's not me, na. So many viewers are asking today, and I began by saying ये rant चिल्ला चीखने से ये सब करने से फायदा नहीं। एक लाइन दिखाइए ना, आप इतने अपने देश के खिलाफ इतना बोलते हैं, भाई पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ एक लाइन दिखा दें मुझे, मैं कोट कर दूंगा।
देश के खिलाफ उसमें कहीं नहीं है।
क्यों नहीं है?
प्लीज
क्यों नहीं है भाई? क्यों नहीं है?
There is nothing again.
नहीं क्यों नहीं है? नहीं क्यों नहीं है? यही तो सवाल है। No, but this is the question. I have no problem. Even I will tell you this much. Viewers are asking, watching the program tonight. You keep abusing India, keep attacking India, keep questioning India. But भाई एक लाइन तो पाकिस्तान एक लफ्ज बोलते, और कभी-कभी ऐसा लगता है कि वो लफ्ज भी आपसे बड़े गलती से आपसे निकलती है। एक लफ्ज नहीं है, सारे ये 966 वर्ड पिटिशंस वायरल होते हैं। आप लोग कहते हैं आप लोग इंटेलेक्चुअल्स हैं, आप लोग थिंकिंग सिटीजंस हैं, तो हम थिंकिंग सिटीजंस नहीं है। No, I am asking you in your 966 word, sir, listen to me, I am allowing you, but the word Pakistan, not one condemnation of Pakistan. Show me today. We are questioning you now. And the problem is, Mr. Hamid, Mr. Hamid, listen to me. You know what's happening here? When we here, right, are questioning you directly on television, it is like a catastrophe has struck this pseudo-liberal lobby. I mean, questioning you, what's wrong? You never question Pakistan. You always question India. We are questioning your rationale, your thinking, your open. Why has a catastrophe struck? No, Mr. Hamid, please tell me. I have two questions for you. Please show me anywhere. If I open the phone lines, people will ask you, what's GD Bakshi? Is it a wrong question? Is it an anti-democratic question to ask you? No, one second. Is it undemocratic to ask you that you have abused India in 1,000 words? You've not said one line on Pakistan. People like me come and ask that question.
We have not abused India. We have criticized the response to the Kashmir crisis.
Okay, I don't know. I'll leave it. Read the petition. Read the petition. Debate is open. Closing this debate. Need to go to debate number 2.
You cannot point at one particular thing.
Closing. All right. What happened? All right. I let the viewer decide. I'll let the viewer decide. I presented some facts.
He cannot look the other way.
I presented some facts. Viewers, you can decide tonight.
Shabnam Hamid.
You can decide tonight where you stand on this. I've asked some questions. I have more questions. But let one group or one lobby not believe.
Remind this gentleman that Pakistan had pushed in and we had recovered 83,000 Kalashnikov rifles, 3,000 light machine guns, 1,500 rocket launchers, and
I thank you all.
Grenades.
I thank you all for joining me on debate number 1. This debate will continue. Let no side believe that, General Bakshi, I'm sorry, I'm out of time, but let nobody believe that when we ask questions, a catastrophe has struck them. Believe me, we are only asking questions. Nobody needs to overreact. General Bakshi, I'm out of time. Thank you for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.